Okay, so the first exercise, you're going to place the ball in between the inner thighs, just below the knees. Lay down with your spine, align the mat, just heavy in the hips and the natural curve in your spine. And you're just going to start by squeezing your inner thighs around the ball and then releasing. And squeeze the inner thighs and release. Squeeze the inner thighs and release. And do this a few repetitions just to wake up the inner thighs. Next series, you're going to continue to squeeze the inner thighs and slowly roll vertebrae by vertebrae along the mat until your hips lift up towards the ceiling. Keep squeezing the inner thighs, squeezing the glutes, and feel the belly pulling down in the spine. So you can do this repetition a few times, slowly rolling the spine back down, tucking the tailbone, squeezing the inner thighs, lift the hips up. After you do a few repetitions, you can pause at the top and do tiny little pulses up and down, squeezing the inner thighs, squeezing the glutes, and keeping everything pulled into the center. And release back down. Next thing we're going to do is place the ball behind the low of your back, just at your pant line, in between just in the center of the low back. And just tuck your tailbone so you're really leaning into the ball. So you can do a series here, keeping the belly pulled back, arms in front, and we'll just lift the arms straight up overhead and lower them back to shoulder height, and lift the arms up and lower them to shoulder height. So you're trying to maintain the shape of the spine and just allow the arms to move. From here you can take the arms out to the side, adding a little oblique twist, over to the left, back to center, over to the right, back to center. And make sure you're really pushing into the ball here. You can lift the arms back up, drop one out to the right, back to center, left arm down, back to center. So you can do these three as a series. And when you need to take a rest, just roll up over the ball and release over the legs. Second set for the abs. Ball is in the low of the back, left foot is planted on the mat, right leg is extended, hands come up behind the head. You're going to pull the right knee into the chest and then release the body over the ball. Crunching up, releasing back. Crunching up, releasing back. So if you do about 10 on each leg, reaching the right leg down, extend the left leg, repeat on the other side, and do a few sets of these. She's a burner. After we work the core, you want to do some work for the low back. So you're going to come onto your stomach. Bring just the wrists onto the ball. Let the hips and the backs of the feet plant on the mat. And you're going to slowly just roll the ball towards you, draw the shoulders away from the ears, lengthen through the spine, and then push the ball away, release back. Inhale, slowly draw the shoulders back, releasing through the spine, and again, lengthen back down. Release the shoulders down, lengthen through the spine, and release down. Repeat for a few repetitions. To work the glutes, we're going to place the ball in the back of the leg, so in between the back of the thigh and the calf. Place the hands underneath the shoulders, reach the leg back up where the ball is, left leg in this case. And just do little pulses up and down. So your foot plants up towards the ceiling. Knee comes just to hover above the mat, and then keep pulsing. From there you can draw the leg back down to meet the other knee and do lifts out to the side. We call these fire hydrants. Imagine why. So keep squeezing through the back of the leg. Lift out to either side and repeat on the other side. And last one to work the hips and the legs. Lying down on your side, place the ball in the back of the leg again. Extend the bottom leg down. You can stay up on that forearm, shoulders stacked over the elbow. Both knees bent in front. And we're going to lift that top leg up, doing a clam. So you really want to open up the hip, keeping both hips forward. Belly pulls back in the spine, lifting straight up. You can hold it at hip height. Little pulses up. You can pause, little circles forward, and little circles back. There we go.